I feel like JT's new snippet for "Okay" is doing okay.
Love it.
Like I want to hear the
Okay.
whole thing. Cause I'm still
I love
I'm still
it.
kind of on the fence.
Honestly,
I'm still kind of on the fence. It's catchy.
no, I like it.
Yeah.
It's catchy to me, but I
And
want
I
to hear
think
the
most of her music is going to just be catchy.
yeah.
Well, so far she's 2 for 2, so I'm gonna give her the 3.
Yeah, I feel like
Well, me and Terry was talking about this yesterday. It's giving 2 for 2, but like it's giving 2 for 2 like TikTok. Like she's winning one set of people. And
I
we
don't
don't
think
know if
that's
that
true.
means longevity.
I don't
You
think
don't-
that's true. I think most people because we're girls, we're gonna use the sounds on TikTok because that's what we
Mhm.
do. But I feel like overall, if I'm listening to music as far as like getting ready, I'm gonna
Mhm.
put No Bars and Sideways on the same way I'm gonna put on Meg and the same way I'm gonna put on Cardi. I'm not gonna put on Sweetie because after like 30 seconds of the song, I'm annoyed. I turn it off. I'm not going to put on Carisha because the song is only about 45 seconds and it's annoying. I'm not going to put on, you get what I'm saying? So I feel like No
Yeah.
Bars and Sideways, it's definitely a good mix of like a confidence affirmation, kind of like Glow, but in a different font.
I would like to see the type of longevity out of one of the rap girls like Foxy Brown and Lil Kim, and not to compare them, like not them like specifically as artists, but the fact that every Friday I listen to the hardcore album because it is that album. I still listen to Get You Home. Like I still listen to all of those songs because they're good. And I just don't see that for the girls right now. Like I don't see myself years from now still playing their music. And that's why I gotta give it to, unfortunately, Nicki Minaj, because I will be listening to Itty Bitty Piggy when I'm 50 years old. But I can't say that I'm gonna be listening to Okay or Sideways. And I think that I made that comparison because JT's style or whatever she's going for, it gives that classic girly rap, like Trina vibes. Like I guess that's what Carisha thought she was going for. But it gives
I don't
that,
think
but
I
I
would
just
give
don't
her
know
Trina.
I
that lyrically is going to
wouldn't
give us
give
that.
her.
I wouldn't give her
Trina.
Trina. I would give her
What,
more of like
JT?
a Foxy
I would
Brown.
give JT Foxy, right?
Yeah.
I would give JT Foxy, but I think like her style, like her approach to like the sideways art, the cover art for that gives like Miami Girl. I forgot who she
Jackie
was
O.
paying. Jackie O, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I made that comparison. I don't know Jackie O's music. That's why I said Trina.
Oh,
I know,
yeah, they're
shocking.
different. But I see what you're saying, but I think that like, I don't know. I feel like JT's doing a more like rappy approach, but at the end of the day, she is a Florida girl. So it's kind of like she's only but so rappy she's gonna come off. So I feel like her music is the type of music you have to listen to a couple times before you actually kind of like catch the bars. Like, oh shit, that was a bar. Like, oh, okay, cool. It's not so in your face. And I think that's because of the Southern Miami aspect of who she is in general. Like even with Trina, it's like a lot of her music just sounds like nasty rap. But like if you actually listen to it, it's like, oh, she's saying some shit.
Some nasty shit.
So well, yes, most of the time. But I don't know. I think JT has the potential to actually be the next, like, one of them girls. She's never gonna, not never, but I don't think she's gonna be commercial status like a Cardi B or a Megan because of just her as a unit.
But she ain't friendly. She don't fuck with y'all, bitch.
Yeah. It's like I don't think she's gonna be that, but I do think her music will have a little bit of like longevity when it's like, okay, like, oh, I remember this summer when I was in the club and OK came on, especially because she's using those like early 2000 Jeezy and all those like types of like sounds that are still ringing off in the club today. If we hear some of those songs in the club, we was in like 5th grade. We still getting lit off of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm a see. I have hope for her.
Yeah, I have hope.
JT,
that's all I can have. That's all I can have. I can have hope. Like Sideways and No Bars was cool, but I don't like have to listen to it. If I hear it, I'll listen to it. But it's not like, ooh, when I get in the car, let me go and find a song and turn it on. And that's why I made the comparison of just like I have an issue with artists in general when they try to I feel like purposely make something that is going to, you know, with the purpose of trying to gain traction on social media. Because I feel like with like TikTok, it becomes very short lived. So now it's just like, okay, we're going to.
I don't think she's purposefully doing that though. I think she's trying to find her sound.
Well,
because I feel like the difference is she's never told us to, make this a challenge and make videos, this, that, and the third. However, Carisha has. And
no, she has been on Twitter. I was telling to Ray, she has been doing it on Twitter. Like,
JT?
even if, yeah, because even if the music can't be streamed, like the actual song, it gets taken down by TikTok. She like, any mix that you hear, make sure you use it on your story. And that's why I'm like, I don't think that her reach is really like, I don't think the goal is for her to reach past that particular group of people, because she's going so hard to like put the music on the platform. Or that could just be her way of getting streams in general. But like, that's how I read into it.
I think it's more so about the fact that like people argue that she needs Miami because she doesn't have her own fan base, and Miami was the more personable one. So I think her doing things like this, just like with her tour, her backyard barbecues, I think that this is just her way of trying to like get her core audience and build that relationship. I think she's trying to take the Nicki Minaj approach and build the Barbs, but not the Barbs. You know what I'm saying? The Juvies. I think she's trying, when Nicki Minaj was on her come up and she was going to the clubs, it's literally what JT is doing right now. So I don't know if Nicki Minaj, that's the other thing I'm a little fearful of. I'm like, okay, yes, Nicki Minaj is very successful in her career and being like the rap girl. And I feel like JT might be getting, you know, some advice or leadership from her, which could be beneficial to her. But at the same time, this is not 06, 07, 08. So it's like the things you're trying to redo, it's cool because everyone's in the Y2K era right now and it's cute. But
yeah.
So that I do agree with y'all on. So I feel like the way she's trying to build her platform, it's cute, but how are you going to pivot?
Yeah, and that was another thing that I was work.
So
sorry, that was another thing that I was saying to Michelle, and that kind of is like my point of like making things for social media. Everything is short lived. It's an era. It's like, okay, like soft girl era was not that long ago. We have since moved on from soft girl era. We are in a whole different thing now, and it's like, okay, so all that shit is over. Now what? You can't just, I feel like trying to pigeonhole yourself and just do something for social media that quickly will move on and forget. You're going to be in the social media graveyard. And that I feel like it kind of hinders art. It's helpful, but it also hinders artists at the same time because they're trying to chase something that's so quick rather than be like, okay, this is my sound. No matter what's going on in the environment, this is my sound. This is what I'm going to do. But also because I feel like with not just JT, there's other artists who fall into the category as well. When it's like their age, they're closer to our age than they are their actual fan bases. So if you look at like a JT, a Sweetie, Carisha, their age group wise, we're all in the same age group, but their target audiences are much younger than them. So even my issue a lot of times with Sweetie is just like, girl, you're 30 fucking years old. What the fuck are you saying? Like, what are you talking about? Yes, like, girl, that's a decade ago. We're long past that. It's like you have not grown up. So, and that kind of that's a little bit of my issue. It's like everything is so like young, and it's just like if you really look at how old you are, what are we doing here? At what point are they going to be able to it's like for rap years, they indulge you like, okay, I'm 7. No, you're not. You're a 30-year-old woman. So now how are we going to pivot to now I'm a fucking adult because you're only going to get older. Are we going to keep making pretty much childish, generic music because you're trying to, again, attract a subset of people that really only consume media and things in one place. It's not growing with
and this is
everyone
the same
else.
criticism that we have had with Nicki Minaj for years. It's like she has not grown in her content since we were in the itty bitty piggy stage. So it's like a part of me feels like they're looking at her
as the example, and it's like
or
that's
whoever else.
Yeah,
her,
it's not really.
There's nobody else. Yeah. So it's like
I feel like it's weird because I think even if you look at like Nicki Minaj, so original Barbs, I think we will be in the age group of original Barbs. And I think that we can all, I think we can all attest.
I definitely was a Barb at one point in my life.
You know, in the early stage, I still have a picture of that Halloween. And the early stage, every time, like sometimes, you know, like when you want a good laugh, you know, like SpongeBob, we had his little secret box with the picture in there. I have certain pictures that I scroll to with my phone just for those moments. And it's like, I feel better. Cheer me up. That is one of those photos.
It was a good Halloween.
It just tickles me every single time I see a picture. But like we're part of the group of original Barbs. We have since essentially outgrown it because it's just like a new wave of bullshit has been introduced that it's just like, this ain't the original shit. So this ain't what I signed up for. This cult is not what I signed up for. The new age of Barbs is just like, we're not in the same group. We have outgrown what she's doing. And she's still in the same spot. It's like, okay, I'm not saying I need Nicki Minaj to come out and give people 444. Like, please don't. But at what point are you going to give us something that's a little bit more mature?
Yeah.
And I will say that the last album, the Pink Friday album, certain songs does have that content of being a mother and being a wife, but the delivery on it is still very juvenile. So the lines can clearly be misread because it's like, what I hear you saying is not what it sounds like you're saying.
Yeah. And it don't even have to be that. It don't even have to be like she talking about being a mother and wife, right?
I'm just saying she has.
Like
that's
how
all I'm saying.
Another thing. No, yeah. I get it. I'm saying like as far as like mature rap, how we were just talking about how like Drake and Rick Ross, they talking about billionaire nigga shit. Like I can't relate to that. Give us something. Like you are worth a lot of money now. Like you are one of the older girls. Talk your shit. Just talk your shit. We don't need to hear. It's just given when she came out with that song with 6ix9ine. Everybody was like, "Huh? You're literally 40. What are we doing here?" And it's over and over and over again. Like it's not.
So you're saying
she keeps putting.
You don't want to be able to relate to her anymore, which I agree with. I don't want to relate to you.
I want to look up to.
I don't want to relate to her. I want to look at you and be like, damn, I seen you come from here, bitch, to talk your shit. I don't want to relate to her.
Oh, yes. No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying the maturity of the music needs to get better. I don't want her to be on some, like, again, what we was talking about yesterday. I don't want her to be like Nas, where Nas is just like...
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't
like, want that. No.
I just
like certain things, it has to grow and age with you. And I feel like that...
I feel like the only person who's done that well is Jay-Z. And as far as females, Beyonce, because we've grown with her and I'm not sick of her. I'm still listening to her whole entire catalog. I feel like I took a break from being a fan because the Beehive was just so insane during like 2016 time that I needed a break. But now it's like I'm back in the Beehive, but I'm like, you know, I'm not in Swarm. I'm in my honey phase, you know?
But so it's just like it's like that. It's proven that artists can do it successfully. It's just like, okay, you have to be able to have the capacity and really be willing to step out and just be like, okay, I'm going in a different fucking direction. Is you coming or you ain't? Because if you're not, that's fine. There's other people that are going to like it. There is a market for everyone. And I feel like you cannot just oversaturate this one market. Leave the 20 and under shit. I feel like leave the 22 if you're still in college, leave that fucking group and under, leave that shit to the Lottos, leave that shit to the Coily Rays, leave that shit to them. Move over. We need clear defined categories of our rappers. Just like there are for men. It's the same shit. It's just like, I need y'all to be in this bucket. Service this group of people. And then the rest of y'all could be in this bucket and y'all could serve the people in high school, people that just got to college. You can serve them. Cool. Sexy Red and them, they can go on their college tours and be like, okay, I'm going to do this school's not halftime, homecoming, this school. Y'all can do that. Give us the next group of people, please. Move over. I'm tired. I want more. You know when they say act your age,
give me.
We kind of need that. We need the girls that's in their 30s, 28, 29, 30, baby, move over.
Yeah.
We literally have nothing.
We have Beyonce.
We have nothing. So it's just like the way Sideways is going to pop off to somebody that's 18, it's not going to hit me the same.
Well, I don't even think it's just that. I think for us, we're not in the clubs every weekend. So it's like if when summertime comes and we all link up and we go out, yes, we're gonna listen to Sideways or No Bars or this and that.
We need to go out.
That's not
like, is there a brunch? Is there a brunch?
We need to go out. Where's the day party? I do want to go back to the
park. We're not outside in that manner. So I think like when we are outside in that manner, we want to hear Sexy Red. We want to hear all the girls. Exactly. But we don't really be outside in that manner. We be at, I'll be at the brunches and the events and networking outings. When I go outside, I want to hear my outside stuff. So I just need a balance.
And until I get that balance, that's what it's fucking B Hall till I die, bitches. Because me and Cowboy Carter, we will con out this bitch. We are locked in every freaking day. We not coming up off this until March 29th the next year.
And even then, also, if she ain't giving us nothing new, I'm still on it.
Little kitty cat. She really just makes time to music.